Ladies and gentlemen, it is so hot in Australia right now. I am burning my face off. Oh, I had no idea Australia was in summer right now. Yeah, we are. It's really bad. Your boy went to the city today. I've got a big announcement, okay? Check this out. Check this out. Boom. Whoa! The Overwatch PopMart blind boxes. I went to PopMart today. I got some Korean barbecue, but goodness gracious. I'll open these on stream tomorrow, by the way. So, you know, you should be there. But if you're not there, I can probably just upload it as a video if you guys want on this channel. I mean, just let me know, you know what I mean? But PopMart, you know, it's where they sell the blind boxes, the Labubu's, all that sort of stuff, right? I have never seen a store have so much security ever. I've been to banks and they have like one security guard there or something like that. The blind box Labubu shop has 4 security guards at each door. You walk into electronic shops with iPads, laptops, all that sort of stuff. It's like a 20-year-old guy that's like, you know, has like my arms or something like that, right? Not, you know, the toughest guy ever that's like, hey, man, yeah, show me your receipt. Okay, thanks, bye. You know, all that sort of stuff, right? And it's like, why is the security so crazy for a Labubu shop? You know what I mean? I mean, the Labubus are worth a lot of money, you know, I get it, right? But it's like, still, man, I feel like banks should have more security than that, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'll open that on stream at some point, but I wanted to talk about a little update, just a little bit of a news update of what's happening with Overwatch today. They've become evil. Oh, that's right, guys. And not evil in the sense of them giving Lucio and Baptiste skins and, you know, calming down on the Kiriko skins and all that sort of stuff and making good balance patches. They actually changed a whole bunch of stuff. Here in the top left, it says Talon. If you queue up for any game mode right now, it comes up with a red screen because that means evil. You know what I mean? And it's not something that seems to be really small because they've even gone above and beyond and made it that, you know, even the BattleNet client has a red logo. And, you know, even looking at your friends here, it also has a red logo. I don't know if they've done anything on console or anything like that. If it's like, obviously there's the red menu or something like that, but I don't know how it looks. Maybe they've changed the logo on the console as well or something like that. But yeah, this is a really interesting thing because they've done a big takeover, and it's fun. I like this. I like this sort of stuff a lot. I think this is really good. It builds up hype for what's coming, but we don't really know what's happening, right? So I'm going to try and explain what I think is going to be happening. Also, the Overwatch servers went down today because Overwatch is role-playing as Talon. I guess the servers also died for about 2 hours, and after that, they said, all in a day's work, Talon. Yeah. All right, getting a little bit too into character there, shall we? But they've done a little bit of funny things today. For some reason, they said face card declined to a photo of me with a beard back when I had like a, you know, my beard back in the good old days and all that sort of stuff, which honestly is quite disrespectful. I thought I looked pretty cute here and all that sort of stuff. Following it up as well is another photo of me, which I personally don't really like this photo that much. It's not one of my best angles, you know what I mean? I kind of just don't really have a jawline going on. And then they said reported. So it's nice to know that Talon is even abusing the report system as well. Can we get a W Talon in the chat? I'm not even streaming. I don't know why I'm talking. Anyways, now, one thing that was kind of missing with all this sort of stuff is, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to show some, like, wallpapers. If you're 14 years old, you'll like this sort of stuff, right? I mean, this is kind of tough. And I mean, look, you know, it's just mainly all the Talon heroes, right? Malga, Reaper, Sigma, Moira, Sombra, Vendetta, a Widowmaker, right? And it's like, you know, you scroll down. They also gave out some battle pass codes, which is pretty awesome. I really like this sort of stuff. Some people managed to get them, you know. And another thing I want to point out is I don't think Winston has gotten off his butt and given out ultimate battle pass codes or updated loot boxes or anything like that. So far I'm a Talon truther. If they wanted to take over the world, they can go for it, man, because they gave me an ultimate battle pass code, you know, W Talon. Am I right, guys? Now, you know, they're like, oh yeah, here's some more stuff. If there's got 100 likes or enough comments saying hashtag Talon, we'll send out our next secret transmission. 100 likes? Come on, guys, you know your worth. And it's kind of like some more wallpapers, right? Which, you know, I don't know what's going on in some of these, you know, all this sort of stuff. And once again, if you kind of go through all of them, there's a character missing. One of the main dominant figures of Talon. Hold on a second, let me pause. Now, the character that is missing is Doomfist. Now, if you've been out of the loop or you haven't really looked at the icon well enough, it kind of shapes similar to Vendetta's hero icon, or kind of like the tattoo that she has on her back, which I can kind of show it in game. It's not really going to be the best view or something like that. But if you kind of take a look at the default Vendetta skin, that's kind of like a similar thing going on with a tattoo there, being like a whole logo and all that sort of stuff. And it kind of seems like Vendetta has taken over Talon, but it hasn't really been properly confirmed. If you have not read the Overwatch lore comics or seen like the comments relating to Vendetta, you would know that her father was originally the one running Talon before he was shot in the stomach point blank by Reaper in the Retribution PvE mission. Is it Retribution? I forget which one. It's the second mission. I think it might be Retribution or something like that. But you know, he dies, and then after that as well, she kind of gets kicked out of you know, Talon because Doomfist takes over, right? And people are like, wow, bro. So then Vendetta, you know, she decides to, you know, make her way back into the scene and get super strong. Well, she already is super strong, but she fights in the Colosseum, right? And all that sort of stuff until she's at the point where she feels like she can take back Talon. I think that's how it goes. I probably blanked my memory out. It's been a while since I've listened to the comic or read the comic. My bad. Also terrible memory. But yeah, so, okay, Jesus. Now, the thing is Doomfist was shown in one singular GIF, it seems. And it was this one. Okay. This is funky because there's a lot of stuff going on here. Number one, Doomfist is in his Talon gear because they're in Talon. Number two is this banner is not on Rialto normally. And also a giant turret is not on Rialto normally as well. So this could mean two things. Number one, they've just put some little banners and some little turrets onto Rialto, but I feel like that's kind of not really that much, right? I kind of feel like Rialto's probably going to be getting a rework very, very soon. Similar to how Havana also got a rework a while back, and they added all the, you know, the Talon-like things on the third point. So I do think Rialto is going to get, like, some sort of rework really soon. I love Rialto. It's one of my favorite maps, man. They'll add, like, all the payload maps, you know, although I don't like any other payload map or anything like that. But I'm curious if there is a sort of rework happening to that map. And the other thing that obviously points to a potential rework is they did this thing a while back. Personal space, never heard of it. It's like, this is what your hero main says about you. And if you look closely here, you can see there's some posters here as well. This is not normally on Rialto. So, you know, like I said, there could just be like a small visual update happening to that map going into Season 21. And all that sort of stuff, right? Now, the last thing I wanted to bring up is I think there might be a cinematic coming very, very soon. The reason why I say this is because if you go to the original tweet of this, it's like, where are your heroes now? Like, you know, it's like a whole... Whoa. Whoa. Talon has arrived. Also, yeah, Vendetta's talking, so it's very obvious that Vendetta's taken over it. I don't know why I was acting like, you know, it's not even obvious she's taken over it. Sorry, I'm a dumb idiot. No one likes me. Anyways, if you go to the quote tweets of it, there are some Overwatch devs responding to it and going, oh, wow, what's going on here? And all that sort of stuff. The main one is Jason Hill. And Jason Hill is the principal cinematic director on Overwatch 2. So more than likely, we're probably going to get a cinematic very, very soon within the next couple of days. Considering that, I don't really think, or how do I explain it? We still have a lot of time left in the season, still over 2 weeks. There might be something coming in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of hours, or something like that. But yeah, we're going to see something, maybe how Vendetta takes over Talon or something like that. Maybe there'll be a fight scene between Vendetta and all the Talon heroes or something like that. But judging by how it goes, who knows what we're going to get. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, Talon takeover. There's the small Overwatch snippet. That's right, guys. We're a news channel now. But see you next time for when I open all the blind boxes, okay? I guess. All right, bye.